Let's connect with our chartists, find out what they make as well of the overall trade setup this morning. By the way, you do have the US markets that did manage to advance, and Asia Pacific as well across the region seems to have seen a bit of an uptick. Kunal Bothra as well as Nooresh Merani joining in. Hi there, morning gentlemen. And Kunal, let's get in your take on the index. Ajay was alluding to some interesting data, the fact that we continue to see a bit of a stumbling block around that 19,525 mark. Yesterday was a flattish day of trade. The broader markets took leadership. What's your assessment as to what today could bring forth with the IT heavyweight numbers pretty much having started?
Very good morning, Avan. So yes, rightly put that the 19,500 mark is acting as a stumbling block for the indices, and I believe that that could probably be a healthy move for the index. That we are taking taking its own sweet time to try and consolidate at this level. A lot of churn happening within the market, where you've seen on one hand the bank Nifty underperforming and Nifty Auto Index also remaining a bit more plateaued. Nifty IT Index has gone through a bit of a correction the last 2-3 days. So there's a lot happening within the market breadth. I think that's keeping the short-term traders a bit more busy. But when you look at the index trends, we were highlighting this almost a week back that the markets needed to get into a bit of a consolidation because of the overbought nature of indicators. Now the last 3 or 4 days of data is also very, very intriguing. There has been a remarkable drop in the open interest on a consecutive basis over the last 4 days, 4 trading sessions for the Nifty as well as for the Bank Nifty. I think cumulatively around some 15 to 18% of OI has dropped for the Bank Nifty and just about some 11% to 12% on the Nifty. So this tells you that in the last few days of consolidation, the market participants have reduced their positions. Now this could actually be a good sign that the markets are getting ready for a leg up or a breakout on the upside, because when you typically see in the market which is consolidative, and when the positions start to drop out, that's where the weaker hands they tend to go out of the market. That's generally a good sign that the markets are probably at the end of a consolidative phase. So the bias remains on the bullish side. It was just that we are going through a patch of consolidation, which I believe could be over possibly today or tomorrow.
Nooresh, morning. Let's get in your outlook as well on the markets. 19,384 is where we wrapped up the day. Do you believe that it will be in a bit of consolidation mode today as well?
So what is interesting, yesterday index did not make a new all-time high, but we saw the mid-cap and the small-cap indices make a new all-time high. So overall index consolidating is going on, but the trend is still positive. We are not seeing any break of the last 3-day lows or the last 2-week lows. So the structure is positive. We need to wait for a momentum move also, or some leadership coming in from a HDFC Bank. But overall, if you look at one of the big risk of parameter, which is dollar index, has now come very close to 100. It's at a 1-year low. And this generally has been an indication of a risk on move across the globe. So overall, the trends globally as well as in India are very positive. You're looking at Dow crossing the recent swing highs. So in this case, the bias remains positive. It's just that 19,400, 600, your risk reward is better off in stocks instead of the index. We are seeing more stock specific moves. You're looking at say consecutive swing highs on mid cap and small cap indices. So in this case, focus on the stocks, but the bias remains positive across the board.
Okay.